Yo yo yo, what's up guys, Lianju here. Welcome to my first breakdown video on my first track ever signed, You Can Fly Away. It was released around April 2021 and it sounds like this. So let's dive into it. Let me explain the story behind this track. So first I did a remix competition for Jonas Hayden, My Love Is Gone, if you remember. And yeah, I was super inspired by the vocals and I wanted to make like a deep house emotional track and I did this. Yeah, I'm organized. But it was kinda old. I think I started it in July 2020, so like 2 years ago. I just used the vocals and it's basically You Can Fly Away, but with Jonas Hayden vocals. Some more. Dude, it's so cringe. Oops. It was not really finished. Obviously I didn't win the remix contest, but I was kind of happy with the track and I wanted to make it an original because I really liked the vibe and I put everything I learned at this time and I think the mix was kind of clean and the idea was neat. So yeah, I decided to make an original out of it. So I'm gonna show it to you and explain every part of the track. So as you can see, I didn't change a lot. I added a few effects, I think. Here's the mixer. I was so organized. I'm less organized than that right now, even if I kind of organize stuff. Here, yeah, I don't know why I did that. I lost so much time to do that, but yeah. Anyway, you can see I did multiple stuff with the vocals. Yeah, I kept the kind of ad-lib from My Love Is Gone. Because I thought it was really good in the track. And yeah, let's start with the intro. Yeah, my first idea was this sample. I found it on Splice, I think. I thought it was really cool. I just added, yeah, some EQing, saturation, compression and a small reverb on it. I also found those vocals on Splice. Then a pretty classic, like a pad, well, serum pad, if it can open. It's a pan with some guitar or something like that, okay. Just really classical. I didn't do it, of course. Then a small piano, Nexus, piano villain, some FXs, I added some drums after. Then I added a sub, wow. And some violins. Yeah, classic sub with some pitch bend. As you can see, I don't have a lot of automation except for the global automations like this, because I was more focused on the mix and on the writing than the automation and stuff. So I just added a lot on the vocals, and then a few for cutoff or stuff like that. That's pretty much the intro. Build up is really classical. I just added a pitch automation on this one, just for a little riser. Like also some chops, and I did snare loop. I brought the chord from the drop. I think these are really cool, to be honest. Yes, I was really happy with those chords. I did the piano too. Then it's just a sub riser and a few effects. It was really a minimalistic intro and break. Let's go to the drop now. Okay, so as you can see, I did a few vocal chops in the second part. The drop was really progressive. So yeah, you have a few drums at the start, then you bring the hat. You just have a deep house bass, some chords, a sub obviously. Then you add more drums, you add more stuff like vocal chops. And then at the end you add a piano. A plug I really liked, I'm gonna show you. And yeah, some effects. I added this clap hey, I call it. Yeah, I think it's really interesting and it sounds really cool. So that's kind of my thing in this track. So let me show you the chords first. So yeah, the chord progression is pretty basic, but I added some rhythm and some stuff like some doo-doo-doo. I did some yeah, just to make the chords more interesting. Wow. It's a layer of 6 different chords. To be honest, I don't think that's necessary. I'm a big fan of layering, guys. You're gonna see in every track I made. That first. I think I did none of these presets. Okay. No, they are pretty basics, but with a lot of effects on it. The most important thing with layering is to have really different sounds, but kind of close, just to make one big synth out of it. That's why it sounds like one synth, but it was 6 different serum. But it's almost possible to do with one, to be honest. I think the bass is kind of bass. Oh no, okay. The bass is also a lot of layers. I think the main one is the massive one. I really used massive at the time, for deep house especially. The other basses here are more for the texture of the bass, but the main bass is this one, yeah, the massive. We also have a sub. So it was the bass, the chords, and then last part, I added the piano. Just to add some frequencies, and then I added a really cool plug I did in another project. It's just samples and some Nexus 2 presets. And I added some EQing, distortion, a lot of OTT, some reverb. Okay, so I panned the chords to make them more stereo and to take more space. I didn't put any effects on it except for the final bus with some EQing, some chemical shot just for some grain, a glue to compress them, and an OTT, of course. My OTTs, bro. Some sound godizer. Yeah, at this time I was using a sound godizer. Yes. I also added this reverb, delay, hyper. Okay. Just to add even more stereo and dimension. Okay, so for the bass, yeah, I put some big OTT, some Saturn, another OTT. Bro, what did I do? Some EQ, a small reverb. Okay. The main idea was from the layering, and then you just put a few. If it sounds good, you just need a few effects just to make it a bit bigger and sound a bit better. But you don't need a ton of effects on it. But I really changed my mix now, so you'll see in next project it's really not the same. Yeah, and for the piano, so it was 3 pianos. Yeah, some glue, some EQ, and some OTT. And some sound godizer, of course. Sound godizer is really important in this track. That's kinda it. Let's go into the second break. Okay. Yeah, I put some tension with the bass here.
I won't answer your phone calls. telling me come back. You won't
basic
change. And I know I wonder what you did. I wonder if I come back someday. Someday you can play away.
I edit the kick here.
Yeah, cause your love will be that I don't want. I don't want your love will be that I don't want. You can play away. Oh, maybe you can play away. Yeah, cause if your love will be that I don't want. I don't want your love will be that I don't want.
So yeah, for this break, I added some drums. Yeah, basic. Then I did a vocoder for the vocals. Oula.
You can play away. Oh, yeah, you can play away. Yeah, cause your love will be that I don't want. I don't want your love will be that I don't want.
Yeah, just to add more dimension. And the most important phase here is the trumpet. I really like to put trumpets in my track, I don't know why. Oh no, I think it was in another project. Oops. But basically, I did my trumpets with multiple Nexus 2 trumpets. I think I can find them. Synthetic brass. So basically, I just picked the ones that sounded good and put them together, and it sounded like this. Not insane in their own, but with the rest of the track, it's kind of working. Also some sustained violins. Flex maybe? Yes. Yes, flex. And then second drop is basically the first drop, with some cut off at the last part. I really like the outro of this one. With the guitar. But yeah, that's it guys for this track. It was the first track I signed on United Music Hits. That's basically it for this one. Thank you so much for watching it. See you next time.